what's up, guys? A beautiful Friday here, RCN Studio. Yes, it's finally Friday. It's been a long week, and we're here again. This is Hot Topics with Abby. So today's kind of different. And the topic is a little different because this topic is delicate, and a lot of people who are this thing, they don't like to talk about it. That's why I give credit to my host today, for having the confidence and actually being comfortable in her own skin and being able to talk about who she is and being able to accept herself for who she is. Y'all welcome my guest for today, Kenny. Drum rolls. Hey, Kenny.
Hi, everybody.
How are you? Thank you for coming on the show
You're
today.
welcome.
So today, we're going to be talking about homosexuality, being gay. My guest today is gay, and go ahead and give us a little bit. Introduce yourself a little bit.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My actual name is Kenny Day. I can
We
say
asked you
well,
that question.
okay?
Psych, now I'm
So,
joking.
but everybody call me Kenny because, you're a twin. I'm Kenny. And I live in the United States. And what else? I'm a student. And a small business owner, basically. And I'm here.
Yeah, she's here. Thank you for coming on the show
Yeah.
once again. Okay, so some people say you're born gay, and some people say you choose to be gay. So we're going to find out a little bit about that today.
Okay.
So let's start by, what is homosexuality in your own term?
Well, in my own term or in everybody's term?
Well, everybody's term.
Well, really, so homosexuality basically is,
Put in your own words.
in my own words, I would say there's no my own word. Really,
But
this is
according-
everybody's word. Okay, homosexuality is when you're with a girl is with a girl, and a guy is with a guy. That's homosexuality.
Okay.
And everybody thinks it's because of the sex.
Oh, yeah?
But it's not, okay?
We're going to get
So
to
we're gonna
that.
get into that,
We're
but-
definitely getting
right,
into that.
so-
Well, according to the dictionary, homosexuality is an emotional, romantic, and sexual attraction to persons of the same sex. Okay, so let's start from the base, okay?
Okay.
So, where were you born?
I was born in Nigeria, in Lagos State.
So you're Nigerian and your family is also Nigerian.
Right.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about growing up and a little bit more about your family back in
Well,
Nigeria.
growing up, I was basically the last child of the family.
So you and your twin sister are
Well,
like,
yeah, we're the last kids, but and we're like, I'm the ninth child out of 9 kids my mom had. And growing up, we have like older siblings that are way older than us, like 15, 20 years older than us. So we're kind of like late kids, if we put it that way.
Yeah.
So growing
you were
up,
not expected pretty
yeah,
much.
we were not expected. So growing up, it was more like we had parents, basically, a lot of parents, because they're more like our parents, because
Right.
they're really older than us. Growing up was fun, and it was great.
It was like
great.
you got everything you wanted
Right.
because you're like the sport little sister.
Sometimes it can be really crazy, but but yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Okay. Okay, so do you have any kind of, what's your relationship with your family like now? I'm sure, first of all, do they know you're gay?
Yes.
So what's your relationship with them
Okay.
like now?
My relationship with my family on my dad's side is not good.
Okay,
Let's put it that
why
way.
is that?
When they found out, let me put it this way: most of my family, they're not here; they're in Nigeria. I have maybe 3, 4 uncles here in the United States, and my family from my dad's side did not really agree with my sexual life.
So, well, why do you think they
So-
didn't agree with your sexual life? What
I
what
mean,
exactly was the stigma
Basically, I
about
would
being gay?
say you're going to hell. Basically, that's what it is. You're going to hell. And I remember when I came out, I didn't really come out like that. I was kind of outed, but I came out.
Don't give us
at
too
the
much
same time.
information about that
But
right
yeah,
now, because
so-
yes, that's like I really want to
so-
know the story of you
Right.
coming out.
But then I remember back then when they found out and it was like this old crazy stuff, they actually had a meeting in Nigeria and it was crazy. I was not there, but they had a meeting and they decided,
Yo, Africans though.
yo, they decided I would not be part of the family anymore and stuff like that. It was crazy.
Really?
And
So pretty much your family from your father's side disowned you because you're
basically,
gay.
but I still have like cousins from here in the United States that I talk to and they're fine and everything with me. And it's just, it's an off and on.
So how did that make you feel? Obviously you chose so now the question of the day, do
Hmm.
you think you were born gay? Because obviously you have a twin sister, both of you were born the same day and
Right.
everything, and she's not gay from
She's
my
not,
understanding.
right.
So do you think you were born gay, or it was just a decision that you think you made on your own?
I don't think it was a decision, basically. I do not think so. Reason why is because people say, oh, that you choose to be gay, basically. That's what everybody thinks. But if you choose to be gay, so does that mean you also choose to be straight? Like
I mean,
what
people believe that being straight is like a normal
normal
way
thing?
of life, that like that's how it's
So
supposed to
that's
be from the day of Adam and Eve. God created woman and
right,
man, and so everybody came to this world believing that's how it should be.
right,
So why do you think yours is so different, and why do you think you were born to be gay? I mean, if you and your sister were born the same day, the same
right.
the same belly,
But
why isn't she gay? I mean, why do you think you were
right.
born to be gay?
So I kind of feel like people misunderstand like gay people basically. Um, First of all, when somebody say they're gay, the first thing that runs through your mind, do not lie. The first thing that runs through your mind is what runs through your mind?
Okay,
Like
so honestly, let's get on the personal level, y'all. This girl right here, she's one of my closest friends. Like, I love her like to death, honestly. And I remember when you told me, I remember that day we were
yeah.
at the library, and then you said, "Abby, I have something to tell you." I thought, oh shoot, Kenny is pregnant. Oh my God, that's why she's been so moody. And then when you texted me, and I dropped you off at home that night, and then you
Uh-huh.
said, "I'll text you when you get home."
Right.
And I was like, she's about to tell me she's pregnant. Oh my God, what are we going to do? And then you went, I'm gay.
Wait, were you shocked?
Honestly, the first thing that came to my mind was like, oh my God, should I say, how would I,
Like
what do I
what
say?
right.
Is she a he now, or is she still a she?
No,
That was the
but
first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, okay, Abby. I mean, this girl's your friend. You can't, judge her because you're like my first friend that actually came out gay to me. Like, oh yeah, I'm gay. I know a couple other people that are gay
that
but wouldn't come out, but
right.
that's why I think
People
it's
would
really
not
brave
yeah.
for you to be gay and actually accept you for who you are.
It took a long
Um,
time.
so tell us about your coming out story, and when did you actually realize that oh shit I'm gay, and
Okay.
when did you decide to be like what, I'm gonna accept me for who I am. I don't care who disowns me because obviously Africans we are like not open minded up
No.
until that level. If you're
No.
gay, we believe obviously it's wrong, and
Something is wrong with your brain,
yes,
basically.
and it's really hard for African families or have anybody from an African home to, to be accepted as gay. When did you realize that, oh, I'm gay, and when did you come out? How did you come out?
Okay, I realized I was gay basically when I was like, I think I was like 9. I realized it, but that does not mean I accepted it. So, basically, the way girls at that age, like, you're like, oh, this guy is cute, and
Mm-hmm.
then you like say, oh, you have a crush on this guy and stuff like that. Like, girls say that at that age, like, you talk about that. But everybody's always looking at me like, what is going on? Like, who do you have a crush on? And I'm
Right.
looking at them like, nobody.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And the funny thing is, like, when I was little, like, me and my twin sister, we've always been together. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because like I said, we have like older siblings, so
Mm-hmm.
they just dump us in the boarding school. Like, whenever basically our life has always been the boarding school since we're like 8 years old.
Right.
Like whenever we have holidays, we just come home for like 1, 2 months, and then we'll go back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way our life was. So we've always like kind of been together. Like we're so close. Like we take care of each other. We handle everything ourselves. Like
Mm-hmm.
we don't let nobody see anything.
Right.
So it's more like when I kind of first realized that I was gay was when I see girls passing and I'm like, oh, she's cute.
I'm like,
Or,
damn,
or
who's
like,
that
or
girl?
like I see girls, I'm like, and I see them with their boyfriend, I'm like, what is she doing with that guy? Like,
I
like
mean, what you mean what she doing with the
like I should be
guy?
dating you right now.
What, girl? And you were
So,
9?
I was like 9. I'm not kidding. I was like 9, and then actually, there's this story that I never, well, on my YouTube channel. I kind of did a story time on my YouTube channel about like I was kind of caught like when I was little, but it was like they just played it off basically.
So, do you think your parents had an idea, but they were in denial?
I think my mom has an idea. She had an idea because as a child I grew up like a tomboy basically. Like I would do things like guys would do, like jump the fence, do all this stuff like that. Regardless, she still always impose that dress on me and like make me wear that heels and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's like I was not
You
allowed to
felt
like,
out of place.
yeah, I was not allowed to like be myself. But I just really had to be who they want me to be. Like basically, that was the way it was. So I feel like my mom, I did little idea, but she was like, she was, she, she was not going to talk about it.
Yeah,
Like,
obviously parents are in
so
denial. Like I said, there's this other person that I
yeah.
know for sure this person is gay, but
Mhm.
the mother be like, oh, you know, he needs a girlfriend.
Oh Lord. But you can see right there.
Yeah, like,
yeah,
ma'am, he's
it's
gay.
really difficult. I don't blame parents for doing that. You cannot blame them because they're not used to that. So that's why, regardless of whatever my parents say about, oh, you're gay and stuff, I can't be mad at them. They're not used to that. So why am I being mad for? Like, I just need to let them understand this is who I am right now. And if you want to learn who I am, if you want to learn to know me more, then you're free to do that. If not, there's nothing I can do about it. Really.
Okay, so growing up back in the days, I'm being honest, I had no idea that there was anything called gay
Gay.
or homosexuality. I had no idea that a woman could be with a woman. So do you think why, like, you knew the term that, oh, I'm gay, or you just thought, oh, that's just my
Well,
way of
I
life?
did not know what that is.
Did you think you were odd? Did you know about any other person? Did you have any family who was gay? Did you have any friends who were gay?
That's funny. That's funny because I actually knew family members, like one family member is actually gay.
He or she? She's gay.
But I'm just gonna keep this a secret anyway. But yeah, like she right now they probably expecting her like, oh, where's your husband and stuff
married.
like that. But right now because we're in touch, so I like talk to her and stuff like that. So
And she told you that she's gay.
yeah, like, but they're expecting her to like get married. Like, like you are that age right now, but she's not ready. But she cannot say that. Like, she's just there. She cannot say that. And I just feel like I would say I'm blessed to be in the United States and to be able to like express myself more. I feel like coming here kind of made me realize like who I am. Like when I first got to the United States, I was girly. I was doing all this girly stuff. Like I just had to do it.
Girl, you wasn't girly when I met you.
Well, wait. Hey, hold up. I was
wasn't-
wearing girly things, but I
Like
wasn't
what?
like
I don't
girl.
know exactly. You don't
But-
even know yourself.
But the thing is, like, you just have to like find yourself. Like, I had to be like that for me to know who I am, like who I really like.
So
who I'm
can
comfortable with.
you say that you're comfortable in your own body right now? Do you think you found yourself 100%?
Hell yeah, like I'm comfortable. Like, like right now the way I'm dressed right now, people are always like, especially when I go to like African events, like I go in and they're looking at me like.
Why is she dressed like a dude?
Yeah, right. Like I killed somebody. Like
Right.
no, like dressing like this actually made me more comfortable and more outspoken. Like I make my clothes myself. Like I want to, like I have an idea of what I want to look like and what I want to, be and like So it's kind of like an amazing thing when you find yourself. Like you are at
Definitely.
peace with yourself.
Yes,
And
definitely
then
amazing.
it's crazy when you know you're something, but you can't tell people. Like
I know.
it kills you
It
inside.
kills you. Mm-hmm.
It kills you, like
I
regardless
mean, because you just feel like nobody understands you. Nobody knows where you're coming
of
from.
right.
Okay, so media is like a big thing right now,
Mm-hmm.
and we hear about gay people, bisexual people, um, getting beat up and killed every day.
Right.
You know, transgender people getting killed every day. Do you think how do you think the social world has been able to accept you? Because obviously there are a lot of gay people out there.
Right.
Some are out, some are not.
Hmm.
But how do you think your friends, apart from obviously your family is a different thing, how do you think your friends accepted you when they found out, oh, she's gay? Did you think you made them uncomfortable? How do you think the social world in general accepts you?
Pretty much, I think it's been like great. I'm not gonna lie about that. Like I surround myself with. I wouldn't say I surround myself. The friends that are around me, I'm so accepting, and like they're there to support you. Like most of my friends, when I first came out, I I didn't have any friend that said, "Oh, don't talk to me," or "I don't want." No, don't see
Girl,
this out.
please don't talk
Like
to me.
none of my friends did that, and it was really amazing, and it was like a shock. Like I thought
Right.
people were gonna be like, "Oh, you can't be my friend anymore. You can." It took a lot of God for me to say, "Okay, it's time to come out." Like it took a lot of God.
Definitely did.
So it was my friends. They were amazing. They were amazing, but when I came out to my twin sister, it wasn't amazing. It was not.
But she did.
But yo, check.
She cried.
No, like we went on like a silent treatment for like basically imagine you sleeping in the same room with somebody, but you're not talking. You're not like you're not doing nothing. That was what happened when I came out to her. She didn't talk to me for like a whole
And
week.
when was this? Were you much
This
younger?
was like I think I was 18 when I came out to her. I was 18.
You were like, hey, Towel, look, I'm gay. It is what it
It
is.
was funny because
You're stuck with me
yeah,
forever.
she was like, "Are you joking?" Because she knows like I play a lot, like I joke. She's like, "Stop joking with me." I'm like, "No, I'm not joking." She was like, "No," like that was it. After that, we didn't talk for like a week.
Was he weird? Did you think, oh my God, if my twin sister could feel this way, how would other people feel?
It was weird. First of all, at this point, some of my friends they knew already, so it was more like telling my twin sister was. First of all, if you want to come out, this is an advice. Come out to your friends first. It's the best way.
Why do you think so?
Because if you come out to your family first and your friends don't know about it, you may kill yourself, like basically. Because if you come out to your friends first and they support it, let's say some of them support, not all of them, and then you come out to your parents or your family member and they don't support you, you still have those friends to like, help
Lean
you,
on,
yeah, like
talk
work you
to.
through everything and be there for you. Like that's the best thing ever. Like you have to like come out to your friends that you know they will accept, well not but your friends, because you need that support when your
Right.
family like turn you down or like just go against you and stuff like that.
Okay, so what discrimination have you experienced throughout, being gay?
Well, let's see. I wouldn't say discrimination. I've been told things like, oh,
You go to
like
hell.
you're gay and you're African. Are you sure you're African and you're gay? Like,
Let me guess, African.
yes, African people. Like they will look at you
We're
like
like,
they'll look at you like, are you sure you're African? You're ashamed with something like that. I'm like,
no, that's bad.
okay. Like at this point, there's nothing anybody would tell me
That would,
that would make me like drown myself or like that. That
because
would
you've
just,
gotten to that point in your life
yeah,
where like, okay, this is me, accept me. If you can't, bye.
yeah. Like I don't really.
So are you like in a
Yeah.
relationship now?
No, not right now. Not right now.
But are you?
I'm just trying to like focus on myself, basically.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
on
right.
business.
I saw you. I saw
Really.
you post something on Instagram the other day. You was like, if don't text me if you don't want to get married.
It's okay. Let me talk
It was
about
too
that. Let me just
funny.
clear that right now, like because everybody kept texting me when they saw that. Like the thing. Okay. The reason why I posted that was because right now out there people are basically just playing around. There's a lot of people that are just playing with their feelings, like both straight and gay. I'm not even
Right.
kidding. Like they would be like talking to you for like 6 months, and then you like talking to me like trying at 6 months you should like be really comfortable with each other.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they're like, well, I don't think this is working. I'm not ready for this. And stuff
Honey,
like
I
that.
ain't ready to start all over
Like,
again. It's too
right,
stressful.
it's stressful. Like nobody has time for that. That's 6 months wasted. Are you kidding
6
me?
months.
Right.
That's like half a year. Come on,
Right.
y'all.
So I'm like, no, like at this point in my life, I'm not really looking for somebody that is just they just want to be with me at the moment.
Okay. So definitely you're looking for something serious.
Serious.
So are you looking to get married anytime or have kids or anything like that?
Anytime soon?
I mean, in future.
In future, yes, I want to have kids.
You want to get married too?
I want to have kids in future because I really want to.
Do
see
you want to get married
Yeah,
too?
sure.
No, because it felt like you're escaping my question.
No. I want to. Why do you think you posted that? Yo, I want to
Uh,
get married and I want to have kids. I want to see the way my offsprings look. Come on now, you got to put some of this on some.
Whatever.
But yeah, like people mistake like when you say you're gay and then
Mhm.
they see the way I'm dressed, they're like, oh, you want to be like a man or you don't want to have, people kind of make a mistake and say, oh, you that. And I kind of don't blame them because they see me the way I'm just like, oh, okay, you want to be a man? No, I don't want to be a man. I'm just me. And that does not mean
You're
I'm not
like
going to
a
have kids.
stud or a dyke or you just.
I'm just me,
You're just
basically.
you.
And I just want to have, like, a normal life. Like, I'm still a lady. Like, I want, yeah.
So, what are the challenges that you think are facing gay people in society right now?
Challenges. That's deep. Challenges. Let me see.
Because obviously, it's legal in America, but it's not all over the world.
It's not.
And also, it's not everybody that accepts gay people. It's not everybody that's okay with it.
Right.
It's not everybody. Like you said, people think, oh, you go to hell.
Mm-hmm.
It's not everybody that's supportive of you. Like you said, your family disowned you because they found out that you were gay.
Right.
So those are part of the things, part of the challenges facing gay people in the society. What other challenges do you think there are facing gay people right now?
I would say challenge. Really, I would not even call it a challenge. I would just say, this is just it is people not keeping their opinions to themselves, basically. Like really like it's fine for you not to agree with someone's way of life.
Obviously, because not
It's-
everybody's going to
Right.
agree.
It is so fine. You have your opinion. I don't care. If you don't like me, that's fine. But don't come and put it in my face and stop trying to be like all, rough and, Because nowadays people just want to, they just think they can treat you anyhow because you're gay. And it's not right. It is not right. I'm not hurting your family. I'm not hurting you. Like, you don't have the right to want to hurt somebody else because of who they are. Like you can disagree. That's fine. That's your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but do not. I don't think it's proper to like.
So, like, like how you say people say you're going to hell. Do you think you're committing any kind of sin against God being gay?
When I kind of first came out to myself, because you have to come out to yourself first. When I first came out to myself, let me put it this way.
I'm really curious about these questions. I need details.
I'm probably like,
because it's something I do wonder myself.
okay, so the thing is, people believe that when you're gay, like, you don't believe in God. I like, you don't know.
No, I disagree. I think you could believe in God and still be gay.
Right. So the thing is, when I first came out to myself, I'm like crazy religious. Like, I pray. I read my Bible, like I do everything like a Christian would do, and that's why it was a little bit difficult for me when I kind of came out to myself and came out to everybody because I know that the Bible is wrong. And
so where in the Bible does it say it's wrong to be gay?
Well, it does. Well, it says homosexuality is a sin.
Yes, it
Basically,
does.
it's a sin. And the thing is, everybody in this world, I don't care where you are, you commit sin every freaking day. Like, somebody can be walking down the street, you're like, oh, look at the way she looks. That's a freaking sin. Like, you just, like, that's backbiting right there. Like,
Okay.
And backbiting is a sin. But then people just act like, no, like, homosexuality is this big sin that is bigger than every other sin.
Sin is a sin.
And all sins are equal. I do not care. Ellie, all sins are equal. Someone is disagreeing with me right here. But all sins in the Bible,
well, I do believe all
sins
sins are equal because if you lie, the Bible says do not lie, and the Bible says do not commit murder, do not kill. Y'all both going to hell.
Like,
But that doesn't mean it's okay to do those things.
It's right.
So, like you said, you know that it's in the Bible that homosexuality is a sin.
Right.
So, you try to tell me that you're going to hell or what?
Well,
Or do you plan like when you're like 80, you'll be
shut
like,
up.
I'm God, or
If the
I'm
Bible
straight.
says- straight, let me go to hell. But the thing is, this is something like I deal with every day. Like I know, like
You do. It's like your own demon you have to
right.
fight.
I deal with it like I love God. Like if anything happened to me, like I just knew that I stopped praying to God. Like basically, like so.
So, do you think being committing that, well, according to you, that kind of sin, do you think it kind of made your relationship with God distant?
My relationship with God is not distant.
Nice question. No? I'm
It's
just
not.
asking.
No. It's not distant because when I first came out to myself, it was distant. Because imagine you like knowing something and then you become that thing that you're not supposed to become, and you're like, oh my God, like I'm wrong. Like what? Like how do I even? It's like you quarreling with somebody, you have an argument with somebody, and you find out that you're wrong. You don't even want to go talk to them anymore because you feel like, oh, I'm wrong.
I mean, the best thing to
Like,
do is just say, "Look, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I fucked up. It was my
But
fault."
it's more like when I first came out, it was like that for me. But I just kind of thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute, like God created me. Like that's someone that knew who I was gonna become. Because in the Bible says God knows who you're gonna be, what you're gonna be, and stuff like that. So I'm saying this is really a contradicting
I don't know what
subject.
it is. It
But
really is. Like it's
yeah,
like you're
it is,
contradicting
it is.
yourself right
so
now.
I'm like, I love God.
So do you think
nothing
other
can
gay
change that.
people would agree with what you just said, that they're committing a sin? Because obviously it's in the Bible. Yes, I've seen in the Bible
It's in the
where it says
Bible.
homosexuality is sin. Do you think other
Right.
gay people would agree with you, or they say she's chatting shit?
Well, gay people that don't believe in God would disagree.
Okay, true, because not everybody
Right.
believes in God.
So gay people that don't believe in God would disagree. But I feel like gay people that believe in God will feel like the way I feel too. Because there are gay Christians out there. And there's nothing you can do to change that.
So what would you say about those gay pastors? Because there are a lot of them out
Okay.
there.
Gay pastors. Okay. Gay pastors. Okay, let's talk about that. So, I think there was a time that my pastor was preaching and he was saying something about God can use you regardless of who you are.
Okay.
Like, he can use you regardless of who you are. He can use a prostitute. He can use anybody. Like, it's just,
But does that make it okay?
according to the Bible.
Let's not get all religious on
According to the
them.
Bible, it's not okay. But I feel like, first of all, nowadays people don't even get called. They just open a church. First of all, like they just open a church, like open one church, right? They open one church. So right now, it's difficult to really know who is real, what pastor is real at this moment. And it's like, okay, you're a pastor and then you're gay, so how does that work? But
Well, I do agree with you.
so it's like I really cannot say. Maybe if I become a pastor.
Okay,
I'm not
nah,
becoming a
save
pastor,
us all
but-
that.
but
Anyways,
yeah.
my very last question. So at this point where you are, you like where you are in life, what is the most important thing to you?
Peace.
That's deep.
Peace. Because I was dealing with something like that. Like like I said before, I was trying to find my own peace, and I feel like I am working towards that, of finding my peace. And when I say my peace, it's more like I don't know how to put it, like um, helping people out there, and like also kind of in a way helping myself. So it's more. I don't want people to like label me as that gay girl or
You
that.
want more
Like
than that.
yeah, I want to be able to like help my generation. I don't want to just live in my generation.
That's
I
deep.
want to like do something good for people and just find that peace. Like just everything just
That inner peace.
like yeah. So that's the most important thing in my life right now. After that, maybe my family. That's it.
Wow, I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Anyways, you guys don't forget, go check out. She's actually a YouTuber. Don't forget to go check out her YouTube. How do we find you on YouTube?
Well, you just put Vikakin. That's Vickakin.
Vic
Vic
Atkins.
Atkins.
And she's a vlogger.
Yep.
She's multi-talented. Anyways, go subscribe to her YouTube channel and you see all the stuff that she does.
Yeah, I make.
Anyways, we don't care psych now.
Whatever. We're gonna do with it when we're done with this.
But yeah, like you said, you make all the things that you wear.
Yeah, I make my stuff. I make it. I make my outfit the way I want it to be.
Yes, y'all.
So
You gonna make me a dress?
no.
I saw on YouTube that you're making a prom dress actually.
Yeah, I'm making a prom dress.
Girl, you gotta make me a dress. Anyways, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I
All
know.
right.
She's always there when I call her. She like a real G. Anyways, that brings us to the end of the show today. It's Hot Topics with Abby on RCN Media. We'll be here next Friday. Same time, same day, same everything. Peace out, y'all.